Hi, this is Jim, and we're on the first morning of a bike packing trip in central Utah, up in the Strawberry area. This is my bike packed to leave camp this morning. My bike is a BEARCLAW titanium. Ordered the frame, company's out of Michigan. This is the Beowulf. I absolutely love it. It's first bike packing voyage. Pretty basic build with SRAM GX. Sunringle rims. I don't remember what my hubs are. And most of my stuff, this is a Salsa frame pack. And I don't remember what this cage is for, but I can carry 1.5 liters underneath, which is kind of nice to carry the weight low. Revelate Designs seat bag with their dry bag. And that's my little Thermarest camp chair. Weighs a couple ounces.
What do you have in the back there?
In here, some clothing, my extra food, my water purification, my stove. This has got my tent, and I can't remember what else is in there, some extra clothes. Up front is where my feathers ride, my sleeping bag is up there, my puffy parka. And that's where my Thermarest inflatable pad is, and some other clothing. I have the Revelate, I guess these are the Feedbags, maybe they call them, but I can carry a full liter in there, and then I just use a regular bike bottle here so I can drink on the fly. These little side pockets, little sunscreen, I carry some extra lube in case I get in the sand and the grit, and then I also carry a little bottle of Stans in case of emergency. And this is the Salsa bag that's meant for their Moloko bars, but it works pretty well on my Jones bars. It's not perfect, but it works. And I'm a guy who likes the old school computers, so I have the magnet on the wheel and calibrate to wheel diameter. So, and we have GPS also for the ride for our maps and stuff. But that's pretty much it. That's the Revelate bag up front with their dry bag system. And this is a Rogue Panda. A lot of companies make this. They call it like the gas tank, various names for that. But they're pretty handy. Just I keep snacks in there. Some Big Newtons, Cliff Bars, things like that. Just whatever you need for the day. And I think that pretty well sums it up.
How did you get into bike packing?
I actually got into bike packing probably 35 years ago. The first time I ever rode a mountain bike, well, probably the second time, was on a borrowed bike, and we did some riding in Canyonlands. And so I did a 2-night ride into Canyonlands, probably in the mid-80s. And so that was before bikes had shocks, and then suddenly bikes got shocks, and it was difficult to do with full suspension, and that's what everybody had to have. So kind of got out of it for a long time, but just recently got back into it probably 4 or 5 years ago probably. And I realized there are bikes out there now that do this. And so the hardtails seem to work good. A lot of people like rigid bikes. I had a Salsa Fargo for a while. So the drop bar, hard to call a gravel bike. It's kind of more of a mountain bike with drop bars, but it is fully rigid. That's pretty nice too. And I still have that bike that I use for some trips.
And what about bike packing do you like?
I just like being able to get away. You know, especially you can just cover long distances over backpacking. And for me, you can put on that backpack full of stuff and carry it, or you can put it on the bike and let the bike carry it, which I like a lot. I mean, if you're riding flat terrain as a bike packer, you almost don't even know there's gear on the bike.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone who's like new to bike packing, what would you tell them?
Start easy, keep it fun. Just, you know, try an overnighter. If you're already a backpacker, it's easy because you have a lot of the stuff, and the more lightweight gear you have, the easier things are. And if you have a bike, you could make a full suspension bike work if you're a mountain biker and that's what you have. Or, you know, if you have a road bike and road touring, you can't really do that with a racing bike, but, you know, it's doable. Or, you know, find an old school mountain bike for cheap on Craigslist or KSL and make that work. You know, an old 26er that nobody wants anymore. You can buy for $200 and you could easily make that work as a bike packer.
If you want to learn how to conduct your own bicycle touring or bikepacking adventures, be sure to visit my website at bicycletouringpro.com/bikepacking. I've created a whole page about bikepacking, and it tells you what bikepacking is, how to do it, how to get started, what gear you need, what kind of bike you should be riding, routes to follow, and a whole lot more. So go to bicycletouringpro.com/bikepacking to learn more. I'll also put a link to that page down in the video description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, please hit the like button. It really does a lot to help me with my videos here on the Bicycle Touring Pro YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you're notified every time I publish a new video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Once again, I am Darren Alf from BicycleTouringPro.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you out on the road sometime soon.